Being single can be hard, and we sympathize with you. Now, do you have feelings for a woman, but you're struggling to get her attention? Maybe you feel like your friends are getting noticed, but you tend to blend into the background. Don't worry, we've all been there, and none of us ever want to stay there. Now, with 8 billion people in the world, there is most definitely somebody out there for everyone. But where to begin looking is a frequently asked question. Well, we'd say the first place you should look into is the mirror. Yep, you heard right. So take a look at your reflection and see if you like what looks back at you. And I'm not just talking about your looks. Only 1% of men truly understand that there are key traits you need to possess in order to have women eaten out the palm of your hand. Certain personality traits and characteristics to help you stand out from the crowd and shine brightly in comparison to the average Joe down the road. Now, do you know what they are? Fear not, because we've got them all written down for you to tick off and you can add them to your roster. Here we go, like and subscribe. First of all, remember, confidence is key. Now, we're not all born with confidence, and it's not something that comes easy to most people. There are things about ourselves that we don't like that stop us from feeling comfortable in our own skin, and that's perfectly normal. However, 1% of men do have confidence in themselves, and that is what attracts women to them like a magnet. Now, when we say that you are confident, it doesn't necessarily mean that you think you are the greatest person to walk across the ground of the earth. Confidence is basically loving yourself for how and who you are and being completely okay with the idea that other people may not view you in the same way. When you walk around with confidence in yourself, it will be almost impossible for women not to notice and gravitate towards you. If you walk with your shoulders back and your head high, then I can guarantee you at least 4 women will do a double take as you walk past them. You need humor. If you can make somebody laugh without giving a backhanded compliment or an insult disguised as a joke, then you are already a part of the 1%. Women love to laugh, and finding a man who can make her laugh is so important to her for many different reasons. One is that if you can laugh with someone, you can cry with them and grow with them. Having a good sense of humor will let a woman know that you are light-hearted, happy and friendly, but you also have the ability to grow and develop as a person as time goes on. Be honest. Honesty is something that everybody should strive to implement in their lives. It is something that, it's massively overlooked and more than often forgotten about. Being honest with someone, regardless of whether it will hurt their feelings or not, establishes the level of respect that you have for that person and the respect that you want to receive back. Now, there is not one person on this earth who would rather have their feelings protected by a lie than be hurt by the truth. The truth may not be what you want to hear, but it is something that we need to know. 1% of men are always honest with women about how they feel, what the expectations are, and anything in between. Smell nice. Have you ever smelt something so delicious that you are convinced it will be the most delicious thing you've ever tasted before you've even had the chance to eat it? That's because our sense of smell determines if we like the taste of something. Now, 1% of men understand this and use it to their advantage, meaning that they take care of themselves and their personal hygiene so that they never smell bad or unclean. Along with this, they will also invest in a good-smelling cologne that will have the women falling at their feet just to get a sniff. With a good cologne, you can catch a woman's attention before she even sees you because she can smell you. Now, do you have a cologne that you like? Now, this does not have to be something super expensive or designer, just a nice scent that you like and that women will also like is just good enough. Have respect. In order to have feelings for somebody, you have to respect them as a person first. Now, the rule is to treat others as you would like to be treated. And this means that if you want other people to respect you and appreciate you as a person, you have to give them the same courtesy. Women always choose a man who respects them because they know that if the respect is always there, any other issues that may arise can easily be resolved. Disrespect opens the door to a slew of issues and a lot of pain. Use your manners. If you understand the importance of using your manners all of the time, you will have no problem being one of the 1% who get women. Now, there's nothing more embarrassing than being on a date with a guy who is being rude to the waiter because he thinks it makes him look cool and superior. Newsflash, guys, if you are one of these men, you are rude to people with certain jobs because they have a different background to you, It really is not cool, and it is definitely not sexy. And women will avoid you and tell their friends to avoid you at all costs. A simple please and thank you could be the difference between someone having a bad day and someone having a great day. And if you wouldn't want someone to ruin your day, well, this is obvious, right? Don't go and ruin someone else's day by being just a little bit rude. Don't forget to smile. A smile is such a simple yet contagious gesture that even when a complete stranger smiles at you as you cross the street, you will automatically smile back, right? So the 1% of men who always have a woman in their midst know that a smile can make such a difference to your appearance and your approach. When you smile, it lights up your face and highlights your other features. Now, she may like certain aspects of you, but when you smile, you are subconsciously letting her know that you are friendly, that you are open to a conversation, that you are very much approachable, and this is a good thing. Now, if she smiles back, then she's basically giving you the go-ahead to take the next step. Avoid creepy behaviour. There is not one woman on this planet who has ever wanted a guy who overstepped a boundary when first meeting her and started reeling off really bad pickup lines. There are a lot of women, rightly so, that are cautious about men, so you need to approach her with caution and a little bit of grace. So if you want to be one of the 1% of men who get the girl, avoid those creepy pickup lines at all costs. Just be yourself. There's only one of you on this planet, so you might as well be the best you that you actually can be. Now, as we've just said, a lot of the attributes that make up the 1% of men that truly understand how to get women are more personality based, which means that for those of you who don't believe that you are attractive enough, don't believe you are masculine enough, or have enough muscle, or you're not tall enough to catch a woman's eye, your fear of not being good enough for a woman is actually not true, because you are comparing yourself with aesthetics of other people, and the good ladies value high value men who aren't bothered about how they look. Although a woman does like to be attracted to what she sees, a lot more importantly, she has to like the person you are. Your looks will fade, but your personality and soul will not. So do you think you have what it takes to become part of the 1% of men who know exactly how to get a woman and keep her? Do you think any of these attributes are easy for you to keep or even to add into your daily routine? Now, there is a reason that there are only 1% of men out of 8 million people who have a 100% success rate when it comes to dating, and that's because they have these key tips up their sleeves. Now, we're excited to hear about how your dating life has drastically improved after adding 1 or 2 of these attributes to your personality. Having a better understanding of what women look for in a man and why should enable you to look inside to see what you need to improve in yourself to level up. Now, please do leave us a comment in the box below if you think we've missed out on a key feature that you think women love to see in a guy, so that we can add it to our list. See you soon.